Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thandi Gama. If you're new and it's your first time, I hope you like the chat and you stay and you hit that subscription button down below somewhere. Okay guys, so in today's video, it's another hair video. I hope you guys are excited to like see this hair. So anyway, the hair that I'm trying today is from is it ALLOVE or ALLOVE hair? I think it's ALLOVE hair, and we have straight hair, which came in 22 bundles and an 18-inch lace closure, which I then made into a wig myself. I did bleach the knots, and that is why the parting is very visible. I did pluck a little bit of the hairs, but I will give you all of that information in the video as I start gluing this on. But I actually tried something a little bit different this time. I heard a lot of people say these girls always do hair video unboxings and whatever and first impressions. I want to know how good that hair is after it's been washed, after it's been worn, after it's been abused. So I've actually been wearing this hair for a good 2 weeks. I've been using high heat on it. I mean, this thing gets really hot, like this can burn you. I've been using extremely high heat on the hair. I've washed it about 3 times. I haven't lost the color because at first I was like, this hair looks really dark. I wonder if it's going to fade when I wash, and it hasn't. And this is not my first time working with them. I have worked with them before and I absolutely love their hair. So if you guys have been looking for good straight hair, I would highly recommend this because the hair is actually quite thick, which is why you would need a good straightener to actually get this type of look. So if you guys want to check out my straightener recommendations, I'll link it down below. But I do hope you enjoyed this video because I'm gonna stop talking much and rambling, but I just feel like this hair looks so good, you should know about it too. So I hope you stay and you watch till the end. Now let's go. This is what the hair looks like. So I obviously turned this into a wig myself. It was a closure. As you can see, it starts from here to here, and like I showed you guys, I did stick it on and I did cut the lace. I wanted to try wear the hair out for a while, but yeah, I think I did speak about that in the beginning of the video. So what I'm basically going to be doing is showing you guys how I style this hair while we just like chat about random things. So if you see me looking over there, I'm just looking at my monitor, and if we can hear the sound of my monitor, we're just gonna ignore it for today. Hopefully you can't. I think you can't, but you can definitely hear me comb this hair. So I like to glue my closure because I feel like it makes it more natural. And obviously before I just cut off the lace, I do pluck the closure a bit, like from here all the way till there, so it looks very natural. You can see it looks like the hair is lace. I don't know how to explain it, but if you guys haven't seen my video on how I customize a closure to make it look like a frontal, then do check it out. And it came very dark. It looks very black. I don't know if they colored it, but it was very different for me in the beginning. But somewhere along the lines I started liking it. I don't know, because at first I was like, I'm gonna color this hair, and I was like, no, you can't color it. It just has to stay like that. So this is how I comb my hair. I like to hold it for like a good 20 seconds. People wanted me to talk about self-discipline. Where do I find self-discipline? I think in life, when you want to be self-disciplined, it's really just getting to a point where you realize this is what I want and these are my distractions and this is what I need to do to get there or achieve this. So I think when you actually get to a point in life where you really want to achieve something, it's much easier to be disciplined. Whereas when you're still enjoying and there's still so many other things to do, it can be hard. That's what I'm saying. I know I've been in situations where finding discipline was a very difficult thing. So sometimes, you know, it's being disciplined is just not for you. I've actually heard people say discipline is not for me. I don't know if I should wear gloss with this. Should I rock some gloss? I feel like I always wear gloss, so I'm gonna keep it matte. So discipline, the thing is, I can't advise you on how to be disciplined because you have to really want it. Friendships amongst influencers, how is the vibe? Did you ever feel out of space among certain girls? No, I've never felt out of space because I feel like, you know, like people always feel like just because we're in this industry and everyone is doing like the same thing and we're all, you know, trying to get recognized means like we all hate each other. And that's not the case. Nobody secretly hates the other person, and I've never felt like, you know, people are giving me a stanky face, or I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I don't really pay attention to those things, and I feel like the minute you start paying attention to things like that, those are the things that are like a distraction. You can't be looking for people that don't like you, because that's you wasting time. Are those people like wasting time hating you? You know what I mean? You'll be wasting time thinking somebody hates you. Meanwhile, that person is too busy to waste a second of their life hating you, that you lose discipline and then life just doesn't make sense. So generally in my life, I actually don't have time for that or time to analyze things like that. One thing I've learned in life is being in my own lane, like doing me, do you. That's what you need to spend time focusing on. I really do not like spending time on negativity. Probably there's been people who don't like me, but like I wouldn't even know because I don't have time to try and figure out why you don't like me. You know what I mean? So yeah, things like that I don't focus on. That's just like too negative for my liking. But yeah, don't focus on that, especially if you're trying to be in this industry, because sometimes someone is just having a bad day and you look at them and you be like, do you think she gave me that eye? And then my friend would be like, what eye? That eye. That eye. Yeah, that I don't like you eye. And then next thing you're trying to figure out, why does this girl not like me? Next thing you're trying to figure out, oh my gosh, did she like my post? She hasn't liked any of my posts. Meanwhile, the algorithm is just not showing your posts to her. So do you. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are asking me, why are you single, or is it okay to be single? Like, guys, being single is okay. And that's the thing. I think we all have different meanings of what single is. I don't know what single is to you guys, but being single doesn't mean you're not like trying to get to know people or seeing people or going on dates. So being single is just being content to the fact that you are not giving that title to someone that does not deserve it. You know what I mean? So you are getting to know people, so you do go on dates and stuff, but you are just not taken. You are nobody's girlfriend. That's what being single is. People think just because I'm single, I've never gone on dates and I'm just always like, it's just that, guys, I don't like to air stuff like that about my life on social media. The day that I do that, yo guys, you'll gotta know that the girl semathandweni. I've been on a couple of dates. I just don't think I've met someone that vibes with me or understands me on that deeper level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I take that stuff seriously, y'all. Well, one of the questions I got is, do social media influencers pay tax? Baby girl, if you actually want to call yourself a brand and stand out as a brand and grow yourself as a business, the most important thing is to pay your tax. And I do believe there are a lot of smart people out there who do pay tax. I do pay my taxes, just so you know, if that's what you like trying to ask. I do pay my taxes. I don't do them myself. A company does that for me. So yeah, we do pay tax. The nice thing is that also when you are investing in things like equipment and you work from home, you can get a lot of money back, because hey, being self-employed, so influencers do pay tax, just so you know, they do. I'm hoping all of them do, but a lot of my friends that I know pay tax, and it's just a very important thing to have, especially if you do intend to buy a home, if you do intend to like invest in a lot of things like starting a business and whatever, and you just want to be on the right side of the law. You probably would have registered yourself as a business from the beginning. From when I started influencing, I registered myself as a company and made sure that I had a paycheck coming through, so I wouldn't have trouble like the day I decided I was gonna work for myself. I still would have a record of like different paychecks besides my 9 to 5. So yeah, a lot of us do pay tax. Ooh, my diet, you guys are so into. So I did mention this in my last Get Ready With Me, what I did cut out. Sorry guys, I was trying a liner on my hand. You see a liner. I did mention like what I cut out. Some people asking how the journey's going. It's going fine so far. I mean, like now, obviously, my trainer has said my diet doesn't need to be so strict. It was like the first 2 months I had to get my body in shock, and honestly, I think it was the best decision I ever made, because when I look at my pictures then and now, whoa, there's a huge difference. I was like, what? Even like my face, guys, I had cheeks for days. I had cheeks. So I really love the journey. Like, my trainer is the best. He's great. So now to know the importance of a good work ethic in the influencer space. Okay, so this is what I always say, like, because I've worked in marketing before, I do know how like a lot of the people that work in that industry do hop from company to company. And guys, basically, like, sometimes you can work with 3 different brands and they're all under one company, and like obviously you get approached by different people, but it's important to try and make sure that you give the same energy to everyone, because these people do talk. I remember being in meetings and someone would be like, oh guys, we can't add this person because they were so rude. Like, some people do get touched by how you act. Even though, I mean, it's a very chilled career, it is important to be professional, because when you're professional, I think that does get you recognized by a lot of people, by the fact that people do talk in the industry. Like, they'll be like, oh, have you guys ever worked with this influencer? Oh, she's so good, she's always on time with her content, and stuff like that. So having a good work ethic just helps you secure more bags. And I just feel like there's no need to have drama. I mean, drama is not necessary. I mean, like, when I'm saying drama, I mean, like, we don't have the type of drama where, like, abroad, where, like, this influencer is beefing with that influencer. And honestly, it's so unnecessary what people beef about. So it's good to, respect your peers and support them, because when you support your peers, they'll kind of support you back. Because if you're not supporting me, I'll be like, hang on, I've been writing for you, I've been liking and stuff, but you just don't do nothing for me. Baby girl, what's wrong? I know you see my posts. And if you ain't seeing my post, I know you see me liking your post. So you could look at my page and be like, baby, okay, you my day one. You're supporting me. I'm gonna support you. So that's really how it should be. So I don't know exactly where this cut out, but we're just gonna move on because that's just how we roll. So anyway, someone would like to know how did I get like my confidence while having acne? Well, basically, guys, confidence comes from you. Confidence comes from knowing that, you know, like it's just you acknowledging that acne is not your fault. It's not you doing. I've said this before. Acne does not mean you're not clean. Acne does not mean that you don't follow your skincare routine. Acne is just simply like a problem that a lot of us go through. Some people, okay, get cured and it's gone. Some of us will go through different you know, trials and errors trying to find a solution. Like, you guys know how long I've been dealing with it, and it got to a point where I was like, this thing is eating me up inside, and I just can't let this get in the way of my confidence and get in the way of my work, because obviously, like, who wants to work with someone who never smiles and who just doesn't care, like, not bubbly? So I just noticed that, like, I wasn't that person anymore, and I needed to find me. So that's why I remember after I took a break last year when I had like that huge breakout, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with this, and it's life. So many people have it. Actually, there's more people with acne than people with perfect skin. So I don't understand why when there's more people with acne, it just looks like it's like it's a disease or like it's an issue. So yeah, guys, I think it's just about loving yourself. It's just about understanding that it's not your fault, and eventually, like, one day you will find a solution. It's just not that easy. And like, for some people, you can try what I tried and it might not work for you. Someone else could try what I tried and it could work for them, you know. So that's what my doctor made me understand, and I went in there not expecting anything good, but I got some good results. Because, you know, I think every time when you get your hopes high, it's very sad when you get to a point where you're like, again, like, it didn't work again. So yeah, man, it's just how it is. It's how it be. So just deal with it. Just love yourself, because the people only, I feel like I got to a point where I felt like people only noticed my acne when I pointed it out. When I said, oh, my breakout, oh, this is annoying me, or like, I feel like my makeup doesn't look good today because of this pimple. Then the person notices. In their head, they were looking at your makeup like, oh, that looks good, that beat looks good. And you're like, oh no, baby, I have a pimple, I look like this. So sometimes I'm not really going to say it's all in your head, because I know I went through the most as well. Okay, so once I get the curls out, this is what the hair looks like. So do you see how when I bring it right there, guys, it is so hot, my wig is already ready to slide off. But yeah, I got a bigger curl on this side than I did on this side. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of like a chit chat and not fully like everything you'd want to know, but I do promise I will have more information in the next video. I have saved all the questions because I do kind of think those questions would make sense in another video, but if you stay till the end, don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and watch all my other videos. Much love.
Lately it's you stole your peace, put it on me, but baby it's you, lying like a rat, but take your stuff back, baby it's you.